So we arrive in Geneva, we grab our rental car and are off for what is going to be an insane road trip. We hit the road and we are off to Lauterbrunnen,
a small village that is surrounded by rocky cliffs and has a 300-meter high waterfall roaring down.
But before we get there, we make a stop in Interlaken.
Take the gondola up and get a panoramic view of the mountains and valleys that I'll never forget. Meanwhile, we book a hotel for the night and walk further down to take in those views. Wake up the next morning, grab a cappuccino and think what hike we want to do that day. Up we go in a gondola, and shortly after we arrive in a cute town on the mountains. We have lunch and go back down. The 300-meter waterfall is something we had to see for ourselves, so we decided to walk underneath it and check it out from up close. We then headed back into town, ate a nice pasta, and made it back just in time to catch the sunset. Wake up early the next day to drive to Zermatt, where we will meet up with old friends that we met in New Zealand. Make a quick stop in Iseltwaldt and see some of the bluest water we've ever seen. A bunch of cows cross the road that made us stop. We drive on the tunnel and our car freaks out. But so do we, because suddenly it's pitch black in here. Alarm goes at 6, we wake up and get to the Matterhorn to get that one and only money shot. Made it there just in time. Sun is still rising and the lake reflects the mountain beautifully.
Man, what a great morning this is.
Decided to get a couple of drone shots while we're at it, until my fingers go numb. That's when we head inside and warm up with a nice hot chocolate. We go back down and meet up with David and Ariette. Take the dog for a walk and explore a bit more of the area. Man, it's so stunning down here, and the weather is way better than expected.
Today, again, is another great day.
Just as you think the day can't get any better, we gear up and head down to the gorge, which is jam-packed with activities.
The gorge was just wild.
We go abseiling.
We walked on a really thin and small bridge, and we even went ziplining at the end. On the way home, we stopped at a bar, had a couple of beers, and headed back home, where we chilled on the balcony with views that most people can only dream of.
Unfortunately, it's time to pack up and head home. On our way to the airport, we drive up some crazy beautiful mountains. And even drive through several vineyards.
Last but not least, we catch a pretty Swiss castle on the way.
Boy oh boy, what a road trip this was. Huge thanks to Rentalcars.com for making this all happen.
And Switzerland, I cannot wait to come back.